know the hardest. First, last name, spell it. Who you with, sir?
Sure, it's Isaac Goodman, ISAACGOODMAN. I'm a lieutenant of the city police.
Okay, closer.
What happened?
Just before 12:30 this afternoon, we got multiple callers about a vehicle going westbound on Northeast 23rd Street from Sooner Road, describing the vehicle was all over the roadway, had gone left to center a couple times and narrowly missed hitting another vehicle head on. When she got to the intersection of Northeast 23rd and I-35, her vehicle reared off the side of the roadway and she actually departed the bridge, landing on top of a semi-truck that was southbound on Interstate 35. The victim of the vehicle that went off of the highway, or the road onto the highway, is deceased at the scene after being ejected from her vehicle. The driver of the semi is not injured. There were just the two vehicles involved. However, because of the catastrophic damage from the vehicle being hit by a semi at highway speed, we've shut down the entire southbound lanes of traffic here for our fatality accident investigators to process the scene and collect evidence. At this point, we have not identified the victim that was killed in this accident. That will happen in the near future, and after next of kin are notified, they will be released at a future date.
Was it this semi that was involved right here next to us?
Yeah, so it's a refrigerated 18-wheeler that is stopped here just south of the 23rd Street on-ramp. And it was southbound. We have no reason to indicate it was doing anything other than obeying the law, traveling straight south. The driver of that vehicle said that it was simultaneous for him hearing and seeing and feeling the impact of the vehicle. He had no warning whatsoever.
So how did she say she drove off of the bridge or the side? Or?
So I've not been up there, but from the damage down on the scene and from the officers that have been up on 23rd Street, it appears she went off the south side of the bridgeway. She would not have had enough momentum to launch all the way across northbound traffic and end up on the southbound side. My TV stuff like the news ads and all that flying and here for that long and immediately starts dropping. So she would have had to go off the south side of the bridge there and then followed in front of that semi. Actually landed on like the top of the hood and the first pillar between the driver's window and the windshield. Not in front of the semi, but actually hit on top of the driver's area. And luckily that driver did not get injured.
How many witnesses do you have stopped on along 23rd?
There were several vehicles that were southbound on Interstate 35 that witnessed it. And there was a couple of commercial vehicles involved that had nav cameras that
So she came from 23rd and Sooner all the way here, and then right.
Yeah, so the first call was in Sooner. We had officers in the area that were responding, but it was, I'd have to look at the time, but I'd say barely over